One of the greatest Netflix sci-fi shows of all time starts its run with a simple but profound line that completely rewrites the rules of time as you perceive it. The show in question, Dark, is often touted as a masterpiece, and rightfully so. Every little detail in the Netflix sci-fi show is plotted carefully, and even its opening quote perfectly captures what it is about from beginning to end. Unlike a lot of hit mainstream sci-fi shows, Netflix's Dark only lasts for 3 seasons. In its 3-season runtime, though, the show delivers one of the most convoluted and mind-bending portrayals of time travel. While the show does not shy away from borrowing many existing tropes of the time travel subgenre, it executes them with such perfection that almost every episode in its runtime seems flawless. After watching the series on Netflix, it becomes hard not to ponder over its meditations on the potentially cyclical nature of time and our limited perception of it. Dark's opening narration questions the rules of our perceived sense of time. On paper, the storyline of a TV show like Netflix's Dark is supposed to be linear. It begins with a pilot episode before gradually heading towards a finale with one episode after another. It serves as the perfect metaphor for our perception of time, where entropy increases as more time passes. However, instead of treading the same path as most sci-fi shows, Dark does not shy away from taking mind-bending detours and deliberately shattering the illusion of linear progression altogether. To establish the very foundation of its non-linear portrayal of time, it features an opening monologue in which the narrator carefully explains why our perception of time is flawed and limited. He says, the above quote brings a unique spin on one of Albert Einstein's most iconic quotes from a letter in which he tried to console the family of his deceased friend, Michel Besso. Highlighting how the difference between the past, the present, and the future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion, Einstein wrote. Compared to Einstein's profound musings on the nature of time, the overarching story of Netflix's Dark can seem a little too nihilistic and bleak. After all, the show is thematically about the inevitability of fate itself and how cause and effect eventually blur into one another. However, beyond the existential terror that it instills with its portrayal of the prison we call time, the brilliant time travel show on Netflix makes you realize that if the universe is deterministic and the past, the present, and the future are unfolding all at once, we should perhaps learn to embrace each choice and loss we encounter. Just like Einstein turned a tragedy into an opportunity to fundamentally question whether death truly exists, Dark can be seen as a philosophical reckoning about how true freedom and consolation can be found in accepting that our stories transcend our individual will and comprehension. Dark's genius portrayal of time travel remains unbeatable. Apart from subtly drawing from a lot of scientific theory, dropping references to religious texts, and featuring complex family trees, Dark also grounds itself in relatable, hard-hitting human drama about the pain of losing a loved one and accepting one's place in an uncertain world. The show is further elevated by its dark cinematography, which is complemented by Ben Frost's brilliant score that immerses you in its drama. Dark also benefits a lot from the fact that it got to end its run with a well-rounded conclusion. If Dark, like 1899, had been cancelled after a season or two, it would not have been able to realize Baron Bo Oder and Jansch Free's full vision. The show's casting is no less exceptional, where characters from each of its distinct yet parallel timelines perfectly capture the mannerisms of their younger and older counterparts. The sci-fi genre is packed with some incredible TV shows, but almost all of them have some inherent flaws or shortcomings. Netflix's Dark, however, is a rare addition to the genre that rarely misses a beat and delivers a near-perfect drama in its 3-season runtime.